Hello, everybody. My name is Monica Lavella, and today I'm going to present to you a 90-day plan so that you are able to make the most of these final months of 2018. Because this is the best time, in my opinion, for our business. This is my third fall season with doTERRA, and every fall I just feel like there's so much that we have to look forward to in our businesses. So here are some reasons why this last quarter of the year is so impactful. First, fall routines are back. So kids are back to school, families are getting used to their routines again, and they're getting out to classes more than they were probably in the summer because people tended to be so busy. So fall routines are in full play now, and people are getting just back to normalcy. Convention, of course. Now, as of this recording, convention is 2 weeks away. We are very excited. There's so much that comes from convention. There's the new products and their post-convention tour. It's so great to be able to invite customers and your fellow builders. Maybe there's a few shares you have on your team. Invite those people out to the dream tour. It's going to be so impactful for them when they see some of the owners and other people that are coming to speak and share their hearts about these oils and about doTERRA's mission. There's just something about being surrounded by all these people in this big event and just the feeling that you get when you leave. Your belief in the products and your belief in the business grows substantially. It's also a great time to grab the convention kit if you're obviously at convention, or post-convention tour, they always have the convention kit available. So grab that kit and teach a new class, a special class on all these new oils. Share their benefits and the education that came from convention. Using the live stream if you can't get to convention, you must be doing that if you're a wellness advocate. This is your business. This is the most important event of the whole year for doTERRA. So if you're not able to make it, that's totally cool. Just jump on that live stream, and they have it available until, I believe, the first week of October. So you have lots of time to watch it if you can't watch it live. All right, so November, holiday catalog. That's always so fun and gets everybody in the spirit of Christmas and the holidays and giving. We like to do something like an open house for customers and share some of the holiday catalog things. And that's another chance to kind of incorporate oils from convention as well. It gets everybody really excited. This is typically also another BOGO season, so that's a really great time for our businesses as well. Some people who might be on the fence, it's a great time to get them to buy their membership so that they can buy those BOGOs every single day. And then December promo, that's typically a 200 PV promo, which again, like so many opportunities here to be able to share, how you can spend 200 PV. You can do a 12 days of oils instead of 12 days of Christmas, and touch on different oils that maybe some people aren't learning about so much in classes, right? Some of the non-typical oils. You can also promote a January detox. Usually, this is what we do, is have a detox starting that first week of January, but with Christmas and holidays and everything else and all the things that are going on in December, it's sometimes really difficult for people to order their kits in time. So if we prepare them at the very beginning of December and let them know that that's going to happen in January, they can then get their order in right away. And that can be a part of that 200 PV promo. This is my super excited face. All right, so today for this plan, we're really going to be touching on two things, and that is the development of your skills, and that would be using the PIPE system, and then the development of your beliefs. If you have not seen this belief map before, or this belief mountain, we're going to touch on this quite a bit in our webinar today. So how do you create a solid plan? First, you want to decide where you want to go and also know what is possible for you. And I'll touch on that in just a bit. I love Grumpy Cat. Find out which skills need to be developed. And we're going to do that in the assessment. And also you want to check in with those beliefs and see where you land. And then you want to make a plan of action based on those three things above. What I'm not saying is to make a big, huge, outrageous plan in these 90 days. That's just not attainable for you. So for example, if you've been elite for about a year and you're thinking, I want to hit diamond in 90 days, there are many different beliefs and many different skill sets that need to be developed in order to get to a rank like Diamond. So if you've been sitting at Elite for a year and you're having trouble trying to pass that rank, to be able to hit all of those beliefs and all of those skill sets in just 3 months is one of those things that's crazy outrageous, not in a bad way, but just that you don't want to set yourself up for failure. That's the biggest thing that I'm saying here. I've had this happen to myself, which is why I'm speaking to this a little bit, but don't feel like you have to do something huge, because then you'll go from this to this, and nobody wants to be that girl. Nobody wants to be crying. You feel like you want to give up on your business, like it's just not working for you. And that's not what this business is about. It's about leading from our heart. So again, as I was mentioning before, the belief mountain. So you'll see Elite is that your belief is being built in the product. And then to get to Premier, you want to have a strong belief in the company and the opportunity. In Silver, it's believing in yourself. And then Gold is belief in all of your builders. Platinum in your entire team, and Diamond, that strong belief in your why. So you can imagine going from Elite to Diamond, as I use that example, in 90 days to be able to hit and have a strong belief in all of those things that I just talked about. That's something that might be a little outrageous. Whereas if you're Gold going for Diamond, that's more of a possibility, right? Because you're closer in that rank. Or Elite going for Premier in 90 days, or even Elite going for Silver if you've got a few people ready to kind of rock it out with you. So just make sure that you're making a plan that is achievable for you, because what we don't want to have happen, as I said, is you to just feel like you didn't do enough or that you gave up. And I've seen this so many times, and you guys have so much to offer the world that we want to make sure that we're doing things that are going to help our progress, not hinder it if we are not hitting that goal. And this is one of my favorite videos from Billy Madison. This, to me, just refers to the idea of holding on to a rank when you know that you need to up your skills within that rank.
Don't you say that. Don't you ever say that. Stay here. Stay as long as you can. For the love of God, cherish it.
Jennifer, why don't you try reading out loud for a minute, okay?
You gotta cherish it. You do.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. So yeah, cherish the rank you're in. Cherish it if you feel like there's still things you need to learn. There's no rush. You want to be pouring your heart into your customers and really learning the skills before you move on to the next rank. So in my opinion, stay as long as you need to stay within a rank. There's no need to rush. It's building those blocks for you, building the foundational skills and beliefs that you need in order to flourish in each rank. Oh, he wants me to stay here now. Next slide. All right, what I want you to do is I want you to pause this webinar, and I want you to take time for your 90-day assessment, okay? So that is the handout that you would have printed off before watching this webinar, and the part that says questionnaire is what I'd like you to fill out right now. So just hit pause and fill out just the questionnaire page. All right, welcome back. Now that you've filled out your questionnaire, if you flip that page over, if you if you printed it like back to back, or just follow the next page, which is the action steps. So looking at the beliefs, if you have, I am confident in doTERRA's products. If you have a 6 or less, so not a very strong belief in doTERRA's products, what I want you to do is on the action steps page, find that, the first one, I am confident in doTERRA's products. So there's a suggestion for every one of those phrases that are on there of what you can do to help in that belief or in that skill. So this is going to be a part of your assessment. Your 90-day plan. You're going to look at this assessment and you're going to see what is 6 and below, so not strong, or even others that might be a 7 or an 8 that you really want to work on. And then you're going to look at the action steps that you are going to want to take over the 90 days to have a stronger belief or stronger skill set to get you where you want to go. Okay, so when we are looking at our 90-day plan, we want to start with a goal and then reverse engineer that. So maybe your goal is rank. Perhaps it's a number of customers that you want to bring into your team and your organization. Maybe it's the number of builders or shares that you want to have join you in this beautiful business. Then what you're going to do is you're going to figure out what that goal is. You're going to look at your belief and skills that you want to be working on, and you're going to start breaking things down month to month, week to week, day to day, and using that 90-day plan outline. You're going to do that in just a moment. First, I want to talk numbers. Now, I hear all of you like anti-number people, which was so me. You're all like, why? But I promise you that this is something that you're going to want to get used to, because you can still do this business with heart and know your numbers. I was very anti-numbers because I felt like I was making my customers become numbers and not who they are as people that I love so much. And so understanding that this is a business and we do need to understand our numbers if we want to be able to make the impact we want in this world, it's important. So that's why I'm going to go through this part with you. Now, you'll see at the top of each of these following slides, at the top right-hand corner, you'll see from 0 to 1,000 OV. So for this specific rank, going from consultant to director, it just shows you what you're getting up to. So in this case, director is 1,000 in volume, overall volume on your whole team. That is 5 Home Essential kits. So if you're just starting out, you may not know how many classes that is for you. But let's say you do your first class and you have 6 people there and half of them enroll with a Home Essentials kit. So that's 3. So you can typically expect with, about 6 classes, and again, you'll learn what your typical average class will be, but you can expect, okay, with 6 people, I'll get about half people enrolling. So that's 3 Home Essential kits. If you need 5 to get to director in 1 month, then you know that you'll need to teach 2 classes. Now, going from director to executive is only an extra 1,000 in volume, which is what you just did going from consultant to director, right? So now we're going from 1,000 to 2,000 in volume because executive is 2,000, and that's that number up on the top right corner. Again, 5 Home Essential kits. How many classes is that for you? It's very easy to go from consultant even to executive right away, because if we go based on the numbers I just said, that would just be 4 classes. That's only 1 class a week. That's super easy. All right, so now going from 2,000 in volume to 3,000 in volume gets you from executive to elite. Again, look at that number, guys. It's only another 1,000 extra. So now you've done this twice. This is your 3rd time getting another 1,000 in volume, 5 Home Essential kits. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, okay, well, you can do this in 1 month. Absolutely. I've seen this happen for sure. But you might be thinking, maybe I'll make this a 2-month goal. Maybe this will be more of a 60-day goal from consultant to elite if you're just starting off. And we'll make that 2 months. Now, that would be done over time with LRP. So that first month of people that you enroll, getting them on LRP is going to help support your following month as you move into elite. Now, elite to premier, we're going from 3,000 in volume to 5,000 in volume. So we're upping it. We need an extra 2,000 in volume. So we know that that is 10 Home Essential kits. And now you're looking at having 2 legs. So that is 2 either placeholders or sharers or builders that you have that are ready to rock this business with you. Asking the questions again, now how many classes do I need? If I have a share or a builder, how many classes will they be teaching this month that will add to getting to premier? Are you going to do it in 1 month, or are you going to do it over time? So maybe if you're already elite, getting to premier, can you do that is that your 1 month goal? Is that your 60-day, 90-day goal? Ask yourself those questions. Breaking it down, you're just looking at 2 beautiful legs growing into executive. And we just said executive is only 2,000 in volume. So once they make that understanding that we just talked about earlier, it's so easy when we break it down this way, right? So even if you had 2 brand new people that were just going from consultant to executive, it's just those 2 people getting to 2,000. And then your overall volume in your team would be 5,000 in volume, and bringing your total throughout your whole team to 5,000. Now, moving from premier to silver, you're going from 5,000 in volume to 9,000 in volume. Now, this is another jump. You need an extra 4,000 in volume, and that's because you're adding another leg. So you've gone now in premier from 2 legs, you now have a 3rd, and that's, again, builder or share, whoever you have as that 3rd team on your front line. Now, 4,000 in volume is approximately 18 Home Essential kits. So asking you those questions again. How many classes would that be for you? Do you want to do it in a month or over time with LRP? And how can you support your shares and builders during this time of growth? This is when a lot of people start stepping into that. Although I have also seen people hit silver with 0 builders and 0 shares, and they've done it themselves as this is their business, and they were just like right in there wanting to get in and just doing their business, right? So you don't necessarily have to have shares or builders, but of course it does help as you are growing your business and they're starting theirs. Now, breaking it down, you're going to look at those 3 beautiful legs growing into elite. So you already have 2 executives, right, at 2,000. They both need just an extra 1,000 to get themselves to elite. And then you have a consultant maybe who's just starting off, or perhaps they've already started a little bit. You want them to go up to elite as well. And those are your 3 elites to get you to silver. Now, moving from silver to gold, you're looking at 9,000 in volume as a silver. You're getting up to 15,000 in volume as a gold. Now you're bringing it up an extra 6,000 in volume, and you are having a really strong belief in your builders at this point. So your people who are elite, they're now really building the business or seeing themselves as builders more than shares, and they're growing right into premier. So now we can see this duplication, right? So we just had executives moving into elite. Now with duplication, we're moving our 3 elites into premier and supporting them as we go through that. And hitting gold truly, it gives you such a strong belief in those people that are building this business. And that belief is a really important one to have as you move into gold. Because to move into gold, you do need people to be there helping along the way, right? Like you need people on your team who are also building this business with you, who you're partnering with and just pouring your love into. That's how you get to gold. Now, gold to platinum, you're going from 15,000 in volume to 27,000 in volume. That's an extra 12,000 overall volume. And now you're really having a belief in your whole team. Your premiers are now growing into silver. Silver is that first real leadership rank. So they're now growing into leaders. Your builders are turning into leaders. And again, notice that duplication, right? And premiers, remember, moving into silvers, that's just 3 elites. So we just keep thinking of elites. It's just elites that are building our teams. Platinum to diamond, you're going from 27,000 to 36,000. It's just an extra 9,000 volume, which is 1 extra leg. So as a platinum, you had 3 silvers. And now your silvers are really becoming solidified as you start a 4th team. And you're going to start from 0 up to silver with that team. So that silver team is going to have 3 elites. Again, tapping into those elites, right? They each have 3,000 in volume. And remember how simple that was at the very beginning of this Let's Talk Numbers part. And then diamond to blue diamond is 36,000 to 75,000 in volume. That's an extra 39,000 for that jump. And now you're creating another new leg. So you're going to have 5 beautiful silver leaders that are duplicating into gold. So your silver leaders that you had from the beginning that you've been working with, those first 3 that brought you right to platinum, those leaders are gold and above at this point. And then the silver leader you brought in for when you hit diamond, that person is now gold. And then you're starting a new leg. So that person has probably hit silver at this point, and now they're going to go up to gold. And that is blue diamond. And the belief in your influence is a huge, strong part of this specific rank. Now, blue diamond to presidential, that's a big one, guys, an extra 87,000 in volume. You're going from 75,000 to 162,000 in your team's volume. And again, we're adding 1 more leg, and you're having a belief in your legacy. That's what you are leaving behind on this earth. What is that for you? That is the belief that moves you from blue diamond to presidential. So breaking it down, it's your 6 beautiful leaders that are duplicating into gold. So going from gold to platinum, right? And them as golds, they've just got those premiers that are on their team, those 3 premiers. And now to be platinum, they have their premiers, their 3 premiers going to silver. So it's just your gold leaders having 3 legs. So now that we've gone through all of these numbers, I want to touch a bit on the daily habits for success. So you can at this time pull out your 90-day plan outline, and at the bottom I have a little section where you can write some of these ideas down before you actually jump into completing your 90-day plan. But the first one that I put up here is self-care. And it's funny because my husband thinks this is interesting that I speak on this because he feels like I don't take care of myself enough, which is true for so many of us, right? As women, we tend to be the maternal ones who are always pouring so much into our families if we have families, or our partners, our animals. And it's a lot of responsibility that we have. I know for myself, I'll sometimes line up the supplements for my husband and get my kids their supplements and stuff, and then I forget to take mine. It's just we put so much into others. And self-care for us guys is so important. So I'm speaking to myself at the same time when I say that. Have me time, move your body, get exercise, go for walks in nature, get enough sleep. Sleep affects so much. A lot of people don't realize that if they just had a solid night's sleep, that would affect their mood so much better. And even like food, what you're taking into your body, be very cautious of that. Anytime I know that I have a big month or something coming up. So for example, currently I'm in Diamond Club. So July for me, I did the detox. I ate super high vibe foods, so lots of fresh fruits and vegetables and lots of smoothies and salads. Being vegan, I typically eat this way anyways, but I was like extra cautious of sugar intake because I know for me, sugar can cause a trigger for my mood, and no wheat either. So it was a way for me to prepare my body, and that self-care allowed me to really take on August, and now we're moving into September, and I've still got tons of energy. I'm excited, and we have to take care of ourselves like that. If we are going to be growing a wellness business, we need to be a part of that wellness movement. So please, please put self-care as one of your number one daily habits for success, okay? All right, I won't talk on all the rest that long. Connecting with your customers on a daily basis. Just check in with somebody on your team every day, someone you've enrolled or not. Just see how you can support them, ask if they have any questions, that sort of thing. Just build the relationships with them. And then following up with potential customers. We definitely want to do that every day. Talk to somebody new about doTERRA. So maybe it's about the business aspect, or perhaps it's about oils or whatever that might be. Do it online or in the line at the grocery store. Just nonchalantly put on some oils. Everybody asks when you do that. Everybody asks. That's your biggest tip for the day. Put oils on when you're waiting in a line. And get the hard stuff done first. So if you have a big list of things you got to do in a day, look at the hard ones, get those done, and they're out of the way, and you feel like, oh my gosh, it's like a weight's lifted off and everything else just comes easier. Make sure you're always caring for others. Come from a place of love, not from a place of rushing or frustration. Just always be with a heart of love. Being grateful, I think that goes kind of along with the same come from a place of love idea, but just always being happy for what we've got, just be grateful for where you are in your business because you're learning lessons here. And maybe you've been trying to go for a certain rank or a certain number of people in your organization, or maybe you've been trying to, align with some builders or shares and it's just not happening for you. Just be grateful for where you are because you are still building those skills and your beliefs as you come along. Delegate responsibilities that you don't necessarily have to do. So if you have a really busy month or you've got a big goal that you're going for, maybe that month you hire somebody to come in and clean your house twice, or have a family member help to watch your kids if you have to go out for a class, or if you need some time to, go and work at a coffee shop or something. Use challenges and lessons as opportunities because that is what they are. Challenges are just there to be put in our place to help us learn something. I know it can be really hard and frustrating at the time to think of it like that. But, if you give yourself a couple of weeks, couple of months, or even a couple of years, you look back on those really hard lessons and you'll be like, okay, I see how this was for my own good. So just remember that it's all for your good. And then start your day with a daily intention. I love doing that. That just, whether it's what you want to get done that day, or whether it's, you have a class, you want to come from a place that that they're going to leave feeling empowered, whatever you want to speak to, set your day with an intention. All right, so now I want you to finish your plan. So write in on your 90-day plan outline, what is your 90-day goal? Then start breaking it down month by month. So if you have a bigger goal and you want to rank up to something bigger, you want to definitely break that down into a few months. Or if you're just starting out, take a look at those questions. You can pause this webinar and rewind it and look at the questions that I'd asked. Do you want to break things down on LRP? How many classes do you want to be teaching each month? And then you're going to want to break those things down week by week. So using your questionnaire, using your 90-day plan outline, and I suggest if you don't have the hard copies of the doTERRA guides, grab them online. Just go to doTERRA.com and you can find the Empowered Success booklets that you can just download right there. So if you're trying to, if your rank is silver, find the one for silver, and premier, there's one for gold. Look at those to help you with your plan, because they have very good tips and tricks and activities for you to complete. And so when you're breaking things down week by week, you want to refer to that. So pause the webinar, and I want you to work on your 90-day plan. Give yourself time. Give yourself like a half an hour to an hour if you need it. Look through the guide and look through your questionnaire and really figure out that 90-day plan. Okay, ready? Pause me. Okay, we're done. Yay! You did your 90-day plan. Unless you just kept letting this run, which I suggest you need to stop and you need to do your plan, because this will really, really help shift your business. I'm just going to leave you with this. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Good luck, you guys. You can do this. I am cheering for you. Even if we've never met before, I'm here. I'm sending you so much love and motivation and inspiration, and hope that you feel that this worked for you, and that you now have a really great outline to go forward with to complete 2018 with a bang. So good luck, you guys, and have a great day.